The United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense latest intelligence update on Ukraine, August 17, 2023. Ukraine has made significant strides in preparing for the coming winter despite the ongoing war. The country has successfully built up fuel stockpiles that will likely ensure sufficient reserves during the cold months ahead. Through adept mobilization of its mining sector, Ukraine has maintained coal output to provide a steady supply for thermal power and heating plants this winter. Substantial gas inventories offer further backup reserves. While Russian assaults on Ukraine's energy infrastructure will likely persist this winter, Ukraine proved its resilience last winter by keeping the power grid running even amid wartime devastation. The nation's skilled workforce and engineering expertise enable continued operation and maintenance of the network. With prudent preparation and unwavering determination, Ukraine is bracing itself to weather another harsh winter shadowed by conflict. The country's energy resilience strategies put it in as strong a position as possible to withstand Russia's attempts to weaponize winter against the Ukrainian people. The Air Force Command of Ukraine Armed Forces Update. August 17, 2023, Ukrainian air defense units downed a Russian Ka-52 helicopter near Bakhmut. In the early morning hours today, a Ukrainian anti-aircraft missile unit from the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine downed a Russian Ka-52 attack helicopter near Bakhmut. The helicopter was brought down around 6 a.m. local time. This marks the latest success for Ukraine's capable air defense forces. The skilled Ukrainian crews continue to thwart Russian aerial operations in the contested Donbass region. With yet another modern Ka-52 added to the tally, Russia's loss of aircraft is mounting as Ukraine fights to protect its skies. The downing demonstrates Ukraine's resolve and readiness to counter Russia's military assets, no matter how advanced. As the battle in the Donbass continues, Ukraine's air defense forces remain vigilant and determined to down any enemy aircraft threatening Ukraine's troops or civilians. The Institute for the Study of War Russian Offensive Campaign Assessment. Indications of a resurgence of narratives around freezing the conflict in Ukraine. Vostok Battalion Commander Alexander Khodakovsky suggested Russia should halt its advance along current front lines, reintroducing an idea that had faded since Wagner Group financier Yevgeny Prigozhin first proposed it in April 2023. Khodakovsky argued Russia is unlikely to topple Ukraine militarily soon or easily occupy more cities. He concluded Russia may have to accept a truce, entering a phase of neither peace nor war. In such a frozen conflict, Khodakovsky claimed, Ukraine would be weakened and Russia could exert more influence than currently. Prigozhin had similarly proposed freezing the conflict in April without negotiations to enable future victory. Periodically, Russian sources have floated freezing the war over domestic political concerns and economic impacts. But this narrative weakened after Prigozhin's June 24 rebellion and the arrest of ardent ultranationalist Igor Girkin, both of whom pushed the Kremlin to continue fighting. Khodakovsky's comments suggest renewed consideration of frozen conflict among some Russian elite, despite recent militant opposition. The Kremlin may be reassessing its options as military gains slow and economic and political pressures mount. But nationalist elements will continue resisting any halt without total victory. The Institute for the Study of War Key Takeaways today. Recent Ukrainian gains near the Donetsk-Zaporizhia border have shaken confidence in Russia's southern defenses, evidenced by Khodakovsky's comments on freezing the war after losing Urozhaini. Ukraine's incremental advances in the Donetsk-Zaporizhia border area and western Zaporizhia are tactically important due to the structure of Russian defense lines. Moscow has dedicated significant resources to hold small settlements like Robotyne and Urozhaini. Their loss reflects wider degradation of Russian defenses. Russia's efforts to ramp up domestic production of Iranian drones indicate a long-term goal of conducting large-scale strike campaigns against Ukraine. Russian reports confirm Ukrainian strikes disrupted a major ground line of communication to Crimea via the Chonhar Bridge for 11 days. On August 17th, Russian forces conducted offensives along the Kupiansk-Svatov-Kremina line, near Bakhmut, at Avdiivka Donetsk city, and on the Donetsk-Zaporizhia border, gaining ground in some areas. Ukrainian counteroffensives continued in at least 3 sectors on August 17th, with advances near Bakhmut and in western Zaporizhia.